What's up, guys? My name's Aiden. This is the Interns After Hours. Like I said, my name's Aiden.
The soon-to-be number one podcast in the world.
Soon-to-be number one podcast. We got Ian here.
What's up?
We got Grant.
What's up?
And we have a guest in the house or in the green room. We film in the green room.
Hey, guys.
Her name's Tempe. She's an awesome singer and a good friend of ours. Yeah.
Do I introduce myself?
Yes,
Yeah, go ahead.
please
Okay.
introduce yourself.
My name's Tempe, or Temperance, whichever one you guys are feeling. I sing a little. I
Yeah, she
dance
does.
a little.
Yeah.
Go to both.
Yes, facts.
Yeah, I guess that's all. I met these guys through our worship team here.
Yep.
I've known Ian since 4th grade.
Yeah.
So,
Long time.
homie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have a massive family. I'm the youngest child.
Yeah.
So I'm spoiled.
And Tempe,
Also
you're
facts.
featured on an upcoming project by Ian Peters.
Oh, yeah.
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 Am
Yes.
I?
Yeah, yes.
Am
you
I?
definitely are.
Yeah, it's coming. Guys, be on the lookout.
More info on that
Yes.
very soon. Just
Yeah,
put a
I'll
little
kick
plug
us
in right
off.
there.
So I kind of wanted to talk about, now that we've got Tempe in the room, all of us are upperclassmen.
True.
3 juniors, 1 senior.
Nope.
Wait,
No.
3 seniors, 1 junior.
There you
There
go.
we go.
Yeah,
I
got it.
am the junior.
got it, guys.
Yeah, it's Ian.
Yeah,
It's
he's
definitely.
the
You can
lame
tell.
junior.
So,
Lame
yeah.
guy over here.
You do not stop.
So I just want to
You're
kind of talk about the climate of like what we're doing after high school, because there's a lot of people our age watching this, listening to this. So
Hopefully.
I mean, probably.
Hopefully.
Maybe it's just
Fingers crossed.
only our
I mean,
parents.
we're soon to be the number one podcast in the world, so of
This
course.
is true.
True, true, true.
Absolutely.
Logan Paul, I am coming for you.
Whoa. Whoa.
yeah,
love
so-
impulsive.
he will beat you up. So
Dude, I could for sure take
He's like,
Logan
a
Paul.
fight?
Are you kidding me?
You want to go?
Sorry, Aiden.
Nah, man. This is what it's
So
we
about.
will
Aiden,
be
continue.
featuring Logan Paul on a future episode.
Yeah, we should ask
Absolutely.
that's for later.
Absolutely.
So yeah, there's a lot of pressure in the world, and a lot of people, it's a lot of uncertainties, a lot of changing seasons in life.
Yeah.
So, Grant,
Yeah.
what are you planning to do after high school, man?
So yeah, I will be going to college. I will be going to the University of Tennessee right here in Knoxville,
Vols!
where I live.
go!
Go Vols!
Come on.
We got some good sports going, so
we
that's,
do.
that's but yeah, I don't know what. So I don't
Did we
know
win
what
our game?
Yeah, we
We
did.
did.
We
We did
we
win our
crushed
game.
it.
Slay.
So yeah, I don't. It's okay. You can say slay.
Okay.
It's acceptable. That is not a taboo word.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to major in. That's something that's been kind of up in the air for a couple years now, really.
Yeah, man.
I've been narrowing down some options, but really I've not landed on anything. Recently in life, I've kind of just walked through open doors and kind of just followed what God has had for me.
Yeah.
And it's worked. For instance, this internship.
Yeah, this
Yes.
internship.
This internship
Big-
is huge.
big
So
door.
I'll give like a little bit of backstory. I'll try not to spend too much time on
please
it.
go
But back kind of late 2020, Spencer, who's our boss, just came on the team as our worship pastor, and he had reached out to me asking if I'd like to help. And at the time, I was kind of just. I was a bit preoccupied. I was dating someone, and it was just I said no. I said maybe, but I really said no. A bit later, he reached out again and was like, "Hey," and my brother Ethan was also helping, so he was kind of pushing me too. He said, "Hey, would you want to help? We need kind of some tech help." And I said, "Sure. I'm a bit busy right now. Can I help over the summer?" And so I came in over the summer. I learned a lot of tech stuff, and I really got to know a lot of people. It was really awesome, and I got to got a lot of reps, got a lot of experience, and now I was offered an internship, and I get to help out, do a lot of the same stuff I've been doing, but I really get to hang with these guys here.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's just one example of an open door that Spencer reaching out to me 2 years ago, and now I'm employed here. So that's kind of. I don't want to say like I'm banking on that. Like I want to have a bit more of a plan going into college, but like that's kind of the general idea of what I've been doing. It's like just walking through those open doors and feeling it out, not trying to like have a whole structure to my life. So
That's a huge thing. I feel like I'm in an auto mechanics class. I've been in an auto mechanics class for 3 years. I really enjoy it. And we would have guest speakers come in from like technical college and technical schools and stuff. And some of them would say, "Man, if you guys don't get your crap together right now, like you got to pick out what you're going to college. You got to apply. You got to
Right.
get all these scholarships.
Right.
Like if you don't know what you're majoring in your freshman
Just
year, then
so
like you're
false.
toast."
yeah, no, it's false.
Man, that's not true. And
I mean, there's some instances where it is true. So I have a friend
Yeah.
who wanted to, like, since he was like 4, he wanted to be in the Air Force. He wanted to go to the Air
Right,
Force
right,
Academy,
right,
and he
right.
had to work really hard, and he had
Oh,
to have
yeah.
a plan, and he did it. Like
Having
he was in
Having
the,
a plan
Having
is
a
great,
plan's
but
nice.
it's not.
there's some instances, but like most instances, you don't need to
Yeah.
have a
Yeah,
plan.
like
Yeah.
if you're uncertain, if you don't know, like there was a big time where I didn't know, and then I discovered music, but I'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Tempe,
Yeah.
what are you doing after high school?
Okay, so right now, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like
All right, and now Tempe is going to leave the podcast.
Okay.
Just kidding.
So right now, I am set to go to a summer intensive for dancing at Charlotte Ballet in Charlotte, North Carolina.
That's awesome.
It's 5 weeks long, and there they evaluate you for their pre-professional program, which is like a year, 2-year, 3-year long training process of being under their company, but not being in their company. And then kind of by the end of that, they've worked with you, they've trained you, and they can offer you a contract to be in their company and to like dance with them. So the 5-week intensive is my like next step for summer. If I don't get into the pre-professional program, which is a possibility, I don't know if I will stay here in Knoxville and train, or if I will go do an internship up at a summer camp that would be 9 months long. It'd be like a school year, and I would work there, probably do worship up there.
That'd be sick.
A lot of office work and working different like retreats of churches that come in and stuff like that, which would be a cool like leadership development thing if I kind of want to go into that route. But that's it. I honestly don't know. Like I don't know what I'll be doing next year.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's
I mean,
super
we've been talking like I think this goes for all of us. Like we're all very versatile, and like we all have so many different interests from each other, but a lot of the time, like the interests, like
they
my
kinda
interest,
unite.
like it goes from like music to cars to
For sure.
we're all so talented in so many different ways, and it's cool.
Hayden,
like,
We are talented.
I am so talented.
no.
I just have so many things I could be doing.
But I mean,
We're so good at this, y'all.
like no, genuinely, Tempe, you are talented in a lot of different areas, and so like you going, I do mean that in all seriousness. Like you're so talented that I know like wherever you go from here, like you'll find
There will
your
be
way.
success.
For
sure.
Yeah,
Wow.
so.
it's cool. It's cool
That's great.
seeing like the doors open and seeing you
Yeah.
grow and growing with you and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Aiden, what about you?
I'm planning on going to college. I'm planning on going to UT.
Liberty.
It's fine.
So, and this is kind of a fun story.
Wait, but you're not a senior.
We'll hit you next.
Okay, okay.
Ian-
Yeah,
Ian-
Ian's
Ian-
last. Ian's
Ian
last.
has
Ian's
been
last.
omitted from the
I
podcast.
think I'm gonna leave. Wow.
No, so when I was in elementary school, I was a huge like tech guy, and I still am. I love, and that's actually helped me in my endeavors now.
Yeah,
but,
I bet.
Huge tech guy. I like my literal hobby was reading the spec sheets of the Apple website. I'm not kidding.
I fully
joking.
believe that.
No,
That's the most
I'm not
Aiden thing I've
kidding.
ever heard.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
That's amazing.
So my dream job used to be I wanted to be Steve Jobs pretty much. I actually still
Okay,
remember when Steve Jobs died, and I wanted to have his job. But then in 6th grade, I discovered music,
that.
and I fell in love with the music, and I started playing a bunch of instruments. So I'm planning to. I want to make music for a living, and I've kind of gotten a taste of being a gigging musician and a working musician the past couple of years. But I auditioned to the University of Tennessee Studio Music and Jazz program, and
Let's go.
I'm waiting to hear
Go
back
Vols.
about that.
Girl.
Big moves.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes. If
It's gonna go amazingly.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Full
Yeah,
confidence.
Aiden.
If
full
that doesn't
slay.
go well, then I'm gonna go to Pellissippi and I'm gonna get a music degree at
Okay,
Pellissippi.
Pelly
and it's
is
gonna be
so
awesome.
Pelly's so cool.
It's a great
Pelly's dope.
option.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Free.
Great.
100%.
If you're
years?
if you're a senior right now and you haven't like done your Pelly application or whatever, it's probably past the
also
deadline. But
Pelly is Pellissippi State Community College.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
For
for
anyone.
those.
anybody in Tennessee gets free 2 years at a community college.
Yeah.
Community college.
And I think like options like those are nationwide. Like
Yeah.
there are other options like
yeah,
those.
this
out
is this
there,
is
so
the only place to do
This
it.
is not the only place.
No,
to do
this is it.
sure.
There's no.
This is
Yeah.
it. Come to
Sorry.
Tennessee right
Tennessee.
now.
Sorry.
the greatest state.
Well, Aiden, I can definitely say on the world's behalf, we are so much better that you got into music when you were in the 6th grade.
Yes.
Aiden does so
I mean,
much.
we wouldn't be doing this right now had you not. So because
Yeah.
you wouldn't be here
My
doing
my
worship team.
single
So
that we are working on. Another plug, y'all. Stay tuned.
It's like my single.
Would be happening without Aiden because he's
Or
should
it would just be
all of
garbage
this.
without Aiden, really.
Oh.
I'm just
honestly,
kidding.
it
I'm
just
just
wouldn't
kidding.
even happen.
Yeah, that's
to be
right.
completely real.
No, it would be great,
Yeah.
but yeah,
So we're all better for you being
Thanks,
a musician.
100%.
Dude, I could say the same thing about you. And talking about perfect segues, what do you want to do after high school?
Ooh, wow! Thank you.
That
for
is a
asking.
loaded question.
That is a loaded question. So
I think Ian's probably just gonna quit school right now.
I mean, I've thought about it. I would be lying if I said that I hadn't like genuinely
It
considered
hadn't crossed your mind.
what would happen if I just dropped out of high school. But I decided the best course would be able to just stick it out. You know, high school dropouts don't really.
Yeah.
It's not going to get me very far.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
Where do you go to school?
okay,
Oh.
yeah. So
That's also a loaded question.
that is wow. So Tempe and
No,
I
I feel like this is a good thing to
Sure.
because this is another thing like where we all differ. Like I go
Do you
to
want me
public
to
school.
Oh,
explain
yeah.
it?
We should explain all that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Tempe explain this. Tempe and I are both homeschooled, and we both go to the same school / co-op.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer to say school. I feel
I
like
prefer to
co-op
say
is
school
a really,
as well.
like derogatory term.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Almost.
My
Co-op,
public.
ooh.
So I hear people at. I
That's-
go to Halls High School, and some of my people around me at Halls High School, I hear them telling me co-op. They go to a co-op. Oh, I don't know anything, and I'm like, it's
Yeah.
not
That-
really
yeah,
true.
that's not
Well,
how
and it's like people who go to schools that are 3 days a week too. I feel like hate on co-ops because.
But it's
Right.
really the same thing.
But exactly,
Yeah.
but it's
Right.
the same thing. But they hate on more, and they call it a co-op, and then call theirs a school. And I'm like, yo,
yeah,
come on now.
Yeah.
Rekka.
What's up with that? Grant's calling people out.
I'm calling people out. No,
Oh, shoot.
I have
Berkeley.
I have a a lot of friends at Rekka. There's no hate, but no. I mean, I'm in the in between. I did co-op for my some of my elementary years because I go to Paideia Academy, which is a small Christian private school. So I'm like the in between of the co-op
Yeah,
and the
100%.
public school. So we kind of have a full spectrum, really,
Yeah.
which is
That's
kind of
nice.
cool. But yeah, so
I went to a private school, so I've done it all.
Short stint.
yeah.
She was there.
True.
Left her
True.
mark.
All right, so I apologize for that sudden detour, but I felt like that was a cool,
No, for
interesting thing.
For sure.
Once again, we're all different, but we're also
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, no.
And kind
So-
of like Aiden, I definitely want to go into music. That's kind of changed what I want to do with that.
Yeah.
And I'm still not 100% sure. I think
Yeah.
right now I'm probably going to do my 2 free years at Pelly, get the degree from there, the 2-year degree, and not go into debt. That'd be
That's
great.
I think it's
Yep.
smart.
yeah.
Yeah.
Me being I think it's smart, but I'm not. I'm not doing that.
But that way I have something. So I'd probably do that, like music
Yeah.
business or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. At first, I'm kind of split right now between do I go to Nashville or something like that and try to be an artist, or do I go into ministry and do that side of music, or do I do both? So right now I'm kind of leaning on that ministry side at least for the next few years, and then I don't know where I'll go from there. That's kind of
Or
where
do
I am.
Nash first, because I think
But I'm already doing that ministry stuff right now, and that's
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
kind
the
of
segues
really
easier.
enjoying that. So
Well, I mean, you are kind of doing a bit of both.
That
Plug.
is true.
I mean, you're having,
There
a
it is.
single, an
My
EP,
man.
True.
an EP coming out.
how many
You're
times can we
recording-
reference?
How many times can we reference this EP?
You're
or
recording
single?
a podcast 20 feet away from the place that you
Yeah.
stand and lead worship every Sunday.
This is-
Yeah,
this is
and
facts.
50 feet away from where you recorded the same single. So
Yeah.
Yes.
at least
That's
sometimes.
true. Also
you're not
true.
wrong.
So
Y'all,
yeah.
we're here a lot. Just,
Yeah, facts.
a lot.
Yeah.
that is so true.
Eh.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, man, I don't know. It's just kind of a
it's a good discussion.
it's crazy how we all take different paths, and,
Yeah.
and the Lord has different places for all of us, and where we don't know. Like this internship totally came out of the blue for me.
Yeah.
For sure.
Same
Yeah,
here.
same.
I used to work at Subway.
Same. I'm just kidding.
you have moved up in the world.
I used to work at Subway.
Timmy's
the,
just
the
left out.
toaster.
I used to work at Subway, and I was just kind of feeling my season end at Subway. There was just something off about it, and
For sure.
that day was the day I got the call from my
That's
high
so
school
cool, dude.
pastor,
That's
and it was
incredible.
just an amazing thing. So
Shout out
Um,
Blair.
yeah, shout out our man Blair.
Peace, love, Blair.
We do love Blair
But yeah, it's
and Spencer and Zach
True. And
And
Carlene.
and
And
Carlene
Beth.
and all of them.
And Heather.
high school
Michaela?
plans.
Michaela.
If there's one
There's
thing
everybody.
I've learned about in high school, just go with the flow, man.
That's for
Oh,
It'll all be
yes.
okay.
To an extent,
It'll be fine.
go with God's flow.
I don't know what. Oh, no.
Let's clarify. Do not. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
That was funny.
So kind of tagging on to what Aiden said, and I feel like this is for all of us, but definitely for y'all being seniors.
Yeah.
Where have you guys, and have you kind of felt pressure to go for that, like, very typical, go get your degree?
Traditional.
Yeah, very traditional, like, schooling path. Like, once you get out of high school, like, going into college. Like, what has that been like for you guys?
That's a good question.
I feel it from all angles, man.
Yeah.
Like,
same.
I feel, especially since I want to do music, my family is like super supportive of me doing music and, you know, super helpful and stuff. But like at the same time, like there's still like that unspoken thing of, you know, you don't necessarily like the career outlook on music is not necessarily.
It's not great.
It's not great. And like that is something you have to know coming into it, and
for sure.
And I have to have a backup plan. In place, and like
That's
even
the
like
hardest
I
part.
talk like my plan was like I'm doing music, but like my backup plan like that I have several options, but like I haven't for sure decided on that. So like even there's always uncertainties.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then like my extended family like puts pressure on what college they want me to go to and what college they don't want me to go to because they have opinions about what the professors talk about and what the professors teach and
Sorry.
all that stuff.
Had to cough.
Thank you, Tempe.
That's staying in the podcast.
We're down, y'all.
No.
And seal. Just kidding.
No, yeah, but in short, my family's awesome and they're super supportive. But like, there's, I mean, with anything, there's always like that unspoken like thing of, you know, what are you doing?
Yeah,
You know?
definitely.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Yeah, I've definitely struggled with that just because I am such a people pleaser.
I feel
And
that.
Me too.
I feel
and
that big
so
time.
it was hard at first to tell people what I wanted to do. But my family has been like super supportive and they've been really great and like I'll tell people what I'm doing and they'll go, but you won't make any money. And while that might be true, I would rather be doing
happy.
something
Yeah.
that
You love,
I'm so passionate about
Yeah.
than sitting in a classroom and getting lectured and paying for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
For
you
4
know,
years, yeah.
for 4 years. Like,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
but my family has just been so crazy supportive, and
Yeah.
That's awesome.
and my mom is a dancer, so she kind of understands.
Shout
like,
out Mrs. Cooper.
yeah, oh Jen, love her. My mom is a dancer, so she understands kind of the drive for that, and she didn't choose that. She is an interior designer, but slash homeschool mom.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't speak enough about my family. They've been so supportive, and
That's awesome.
It's the same things kind of happen to me, but like I just want to say, just like the feeling of walking off the stage and putting down the drumsticks, like nothing can like no amount of money can like make me not want to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, like it's that like that deep passion, like where the first time you pick it up and the first time you like, or like the first time you figure something out, you know, and it's like, wow.
Or that moment, like I know you and Hunter and I have had this happen so many times. Hunter's a good friend of ours and like insane guitar player.
wrote the guitar parts on
we
the,
love
on the
Hunter.
single.
he's yeah.
Hunter will be here someday.
But there are so many times that like Aiden, Hunter, and I, we've been playing and like there'll just be that moment where, you know, whether I'm on drums and Aiden, Hunter on guitars or like vice versa or whatever, like we'll like lock in and we'll have that moment we'll all like make eye contact and you're just feeling it. And there's like nothing like that in the world. And it's like, that's worth going after.
Yeah.
No matter like, even the like lack of money, I guess, that you might as a musician, like not
Well,
making
too,
that
and
much.
like having the passion, like feeling so passionate
Yeah.
about something is going to make you driven in that, and you're not.
sure.
You're going to like want to do it.
Yeah.
Like if
I love that.
if I had a degree in communications, because what else would I major in?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't do anything with it because
Yeah,
I would
exactly. It just
hate
sits there.
like I feel so passionate about dance and so passionate about worship and so passionate about all these other like
For sure.
like creative things that are just not school like based.
Yeah.
And I would much rather work 3 jobs and do that than sit in a classroom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I get you.
for sure.
it's just, and I'm not shaming anyone.
And
And I'm not shaming anyone that like wants that.
Right.
Because
I'm sure there's somebody listening.
you've been
to that
gifted.
going, y'all young bloods.
Yeah.
Know what you talking about?
No.
If you want
But
to
this
send
is
us
about
hate
personal
mail,
no, do
it's
not.
The
Aiden,
interns,
don't open up that door.
The interns after hours
He's doing it
at
anyways.
gmail.com.
Sure.
Oh god.
No, I completely resonate with that, Tempe. And it is, I mean, as you were saying, it is about personal preference.
Yeah.
Like some people may prefer to like get the degree, and that's something that I was thinking
All
about
for it.
coming.
Like, go
coming-
you.
Yeah.
coming- yeah,
on.
go you.
Like,
no,
that's
100%.
amazing.
And
Get
I
your
was
degree. Like,
thinking
that's
about
incredible.
Yeah, I was thinking about this, when the question was brought up of like the statistical kind of pressure, if that makes sense. Like the statistics for people who get their degree and like make the money, like there's a huge correlation between how many hours, or not how many hours, how many years you put in at college and what degree you get and the amount of money you make.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which I've always been a person who's wanted to go to college. Like
Yeah.
I wanted to go to UT and be a Vol since I was like 6 years old.
Right.
And I had some, a time in my life where I didn't think I wanted to do that, but I ended up back at UT. But like that's always been something for me. But like the money has never been a drive for me too.
Yeah.
Like I've never in my life wanted to go to UT to get the money.
Right.
And I would kind of advise mostly against that, because you don't really want to. I don't think you'll find true happiness in going in for a job for money. From what I've experienced from the people I know, there's some people who like are super successful businessmen that I know, but who love business. I was have a lot of friends who are like that. Or there's and then there's you guys who are like super passionate about business, or not business, about music, and you love that, and you don't care about the money. And both people are in the same boat. Like they love what they do and they don't care about the money.
Yeah.
Well, and I feel like the really successful businessmen too. Sorry to interrupt. That,
No, you're good.
Like you see, like they're passionate about that. That's what they want to do.
Yeah.
Maybe not all of them, obviously. Like there are,
But a
some
lot of
people
them, yeah.
But a lot of them who are like really, really successful. Like they are passionate about that
Right.
to some degree.
Yeah, no, 100% resonate with that. So that is another kind of pressure I haven't felt, but I've seen in the world, is the statistical pressure of like, if I go to college, like I got to go to college to make money.
Yeah.
And like, I know also for me, if I chose not to go to college, another, pressure for me is like my social group.
Right.
Especially, I was saying I go to this,
absolutely. That's such a good
private
point.
school.
That's a great point.
Like if I told my friends at my private school, hey, I'm not going to college, and they're like, dude, you have that ACT score and you're not going to college. What are you
Really?
doing?
Yeah.
Like that.
Everyone, Grant is really super smart.
That's
not that smart.
that's honestly really funny because like my friend group is the absolute opposite. Like,
Yeah.
if I was like, boys, actually, I said this to like several of my friends before. I'm like, boys, I'm not going to go to college. They're like, heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, go do music. Yeah,
Right.
screw college. So that's really funny.
Yeah, and I'm not in that group of like shaming people for not going to college. Like one of my best friend in basically the entire planet is
I
like,
was
hey,
trying not to offend anyone.
no.
Once again, the
Yeah,
Gmail.
No, but he
Don't
has
cancel
always my best friend has always debated taking a gap year, and I've always been supportive of that. And like I
Yeah.
don't see the harm in like taking a step back, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
At times, because I do think like ultimately you got to rely on God, you got to rely on His plan.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. I guess don't settle for less in some ways too,
But you
or
gotta
even
get that bread too.
yeah, don't settle for the bread. Yeah, I mean, don't completely disregard money because you need money to survive, but like don't make money your main goal, because that's not the point, So I don't know. That's kind of what I have to say on all
that's
that.
great.
I don't
Just
know.
kind of one more closing thought on this discussion before we move on to some different things. I guess we've been talking a lot about our our elders and the pressure they put on us,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
or maybe even ourselves, the pressure that we
Yeah.
put on ourselves.
Yeah.
No, it's huge.
But I think there's something to be said for the pressure that our peers put on us.
Yeah.
Or maybe that we put on ourselves because of what the peers put on us. And I think back
Yeah.
to here at church, we did like a little senior thing where all the seniors in the class here in high school ministry got together, and we all talked with the pastors and stuff about college and how to
Plans
navigate
and
college
ideas,
That's dope.
and how to trust in Jesus and really tips to survive like that first year of college as a Christian.
Yeah.
But like at the beginning of the evening, we all went around the room and said, what our plans were for after high school. And I can remember there was everybody in the room was going to some kind of college, technical school, or
except for one or
except for
two.
one
Except
person.
for me.
No, there were. It was like you and one other girl I know.
Oh, Adeline.
Yeah, Adeline.
And it was
cool.
one person, and like there wasn't any shade thrown. There wasn't any like there wasn't any negativity at all. But like even if I was them, I'd be like, man, I'm the only person not doing this.
Yeah,
in this
heart was
circle of
racing.
people.
Heart was racing when I had to answer that
Yeah,
question.
but like
'cause-
the reality is like that's okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember when Adeline said she's not going, like we all cheered and we were like, good for you, you know,
that's
which is
awesome.
how it should be. But
because
like,
it's like
there is
that is even
fear.
almost an even. I feel like it's almost an even bigger decision than deciding to go to college.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%.
Because it's like there's not the comfort of I have 4 more years in my hometown.
Yeah.
Well, and
Yes.
almost that you have to
Most
make your own
definitely.
plan because when you choose to go to college, like that's a big decision. But then your college kind of
it's
is
also kind of
plans
making
stuff
your
for you.
path for you. Like
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
this degree, you can get like when you're choosing not to go to college. I feel like it's more of an unknown.
Yeah.
like for sure.
Oh,
'cause there's
100%.
Not that security.
Definitely,
Yeah.
that's 100% true. Well, y'all, that was a fun discussion.
That was great.
I don't know. Y'all have any
Love that segue.
before
That
we
was a fun discussion.
before we really segue out, like y'all have any closing thoughts on all that? I don't want to like cut us short.
Man, if you've got questions for us, for real, send them to the
Gmail.
Aiden is loving this Gmail.
DM
y'all.
us on the
not-
Insta.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
So
please.
we will have an Insta page. When
We
y'all
will.
Hear
It'll
this
be in the
episode.
description of this episode.
It's gonna be great.
Yes.
Yeah. So Ian's got some questions for
Yes,
us. I
Ian.
believe.
Oh gosh.
Here we go.
So I've got a couple questions.
These are just fun questions.
Yeah, these are fun. Just kind of lighten the mood a little bit, and then we have a couple of very serious topics that are near and dear to Tempe's heart.
I don't know any of these questions just to
Yeah.
tell
This is about to
everyone
get fun.
whoever's listening.
So the first question is, and this is kind of a weird question, but how often do y'all shower?
Oh
totally
my
random.
gosh. I don't know if I want to know this.
No, it's not that bad.
What?
We're not
What do you think?
disgusting.
You think we're like sixth graders? Like,
No,
what is this?
I'll lead.
okay.
I shower twice a day.
I know Grant showers
I
like
shower-
4 or 5 times a day.
because I can't say what I'm about to say. No, I know why you know that. No, I shower twice a day and I wash my hair in the morning, and that's like I try to stay clean. Hygiene's important.
Amen.
So there you go.
Preach.
Pretty
Facts.
I shower once a day, sometimes twice,
Yeah.
but usually once a day.
solid.
I shower once a day, sometimes twice. So like yesterday, I showered in the morning, and then I was bored, so I showered again at
I love that.
like 5 p.m. I think what I was doing is I was like looking for something, and I was so mad that I couldn't find it. So I was like mildly starting to sweat, and then I was like, I want to take a shower. Right
Yeah,
That's great.
I feel that. 100%.
I shower once a day.
Yeah.
Let's go.
See, and you thought we were disgusting.
And I wash
on
my
now.
hair
I was interested to know this.
every 5 to 6 days.
Yeah. It's different.
If I know it is, I'm just thinking like if I did that,
you could probably do it.
Gentlemen,
you have the hair.
Gentlemen,
Ian
how often do
cannot
you guys
do
wash
it.
your hair?
Ian cannot do it.
I
would
said
be
I wash
nasty.
mine once, just in the morning, and then I don't wash it twice.
Who
a day
takes
'cause
cold showers?
I've tried.
I do.
Oh,
I have
do
tried.
after working out.
A good buddy
Cold
of mine.
shower after workout.
Yeah,
that's different.
especially if I'm like really overheated, I do that.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
Good buddy of mine, Ben. Shout out if you're listening to this. For Lent is giving up cold showers.
giving up cold
No,
showers?
sorry, giving up hot showers.
Hot
Not
showers,
cold
yeah.
Gotcha.
showers.
That's
Wow,
cold
what
showers
a
all-
what a
yeah.
sacrifice.
It's crazy.
Man, I can't. Oh, I can't.
I might have to keep that one. I
Mine's
might
like
do that.
piping hot.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I can't do that. I'm like a warm shower. Like if it gets too hot, like nope, I'm done.
It's gotta feel
I
like
would
a
rather take
blanket.
I would rather. That is warm though.
Eh,
Like warm. That feels like
I'm
a
like-
blanket. Like I'd take a cold shower over a piping hot.
that was a
shower.
weird noise. I'm sorry.
Have you ever like woken up in the morning and been really tired, and you turn on the warm shower and it's warm and you almost fall asleep like standing
Oh,
up?
yeah.
I
Definitely
haven't, but
been
my
there.
brother has.
Absolutely.
My brother used to fall asleep in the shower.
I
have the
resonate.
best- I have
We'd
the-
like it'd be like an hour and the water's running, and we'd like knock on the door and be like, "What are you doing?"
Okay, I do have a. Sorry, Aiden. Go ahead.
I have the best, like, all my best ideas, especially musically,
In the
come to
shower.
me in the shower.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh no, there's nothing
just
like singing in the
contemplate life.
shower.
Yeah, melodies, songs,
100%.
you know,
There's
what
nothing
I'm going
like
to
singing
eat
in
for
the
dinner that evening, all the time.
Here's a question though. I was discussing this with my friend Elijah the other day, and it was, do y'all ever sit down in the shower?
I never
yes,
Okay.
No.
I sit
'Cause
down to
felt
shave
I
my
felt like that
legs.
was okay. Yeah, well,
have. That's a problem I don't have.
I don't
you know?
do that. I sit down like sometimes to wash my hair if I'm like really, really tired.
I feel that. I get
Yeah.
that. No, I know
I was
people
just
do
curious,
it.
and Elijah said he did too. I was just curious if that was like a really weird thing that
don't
we
think it's
do,
that
or if
weird.
other people do
The
that.
only
No,
time
I sit.
I've done that one time, and it was not at my house.
That's even,
when I was in,
that's weirder.
No,
though.
no.
Where is this going?
When I was in 5th grade,
Oh.
we went to Disney World. Okay, so we split the trip into 2 days through driving. So we drove like somewhere in Georgia. Maybe it was like right at the north of Florida, and we stayed at this hotel. It was like the one of those Red Roof Inn or something, and there was a couch in the bathroom.
What?
Serious.
That's
couch in the bathroom,
it's like
and
the
there
Office scene.
couch in the
Wait,
bathroom.
what?
Where they're hanging out. In the
I'm
girls'
serious.
bathroom.
I just processed
So
what
like
you said.
you had sink, like when you walk in, you got the sink to the left is a couch. It's got like padding, and it's like really nice.
what?
It's like probably like two people could fit there comfortably, like pretty decent sized bathroom.
It pulls out to
and
be a
then
bed.
to the right,
That is the hotel room. You think it's a bathroom with a couch in it.
and then to the right you have like the toilet and then the shower, and then in the shower there's a bench.
Okay,
So
that's
if
dope.
you want to just sit down,
That kind of sounds sick.
That sounds like one of
Sit
those
down.
old
My
people
parents-
showers.
Yeah, it does kind of sound. I
Yeah.
was thinking about
My
that.
parents' shower has like a seat in it. Like it's just like built as like a. I don't even know how to explain it, but there's like a seat in the shower. It's kind of cool.
I have always been so interested in that because like there's I've seen ones where there's seats and then there's holes cut out, and so you can put your leg in there and sit down while you shave your legs. Like that would specifically help
Yeah, I was gonna
the
say, I would
female.
know.
Yeah, I was like,
But it would. I need it. No, I'm just kidding.
there we go. All right, we know what we're getting Tempe. I'm just kidding.
A
Totally
bench shower.
I've to this day I've never forgotten about the couch in the bathroom hotel.
Obvious.
And I've tried to find it
Obviously.
Wait,
again.
How
you know
could you?
what? We're gonna do that here at Fellowship, and we'll record a podcast in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's a great idea.
Couch in
go.
the bathroom.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we've got a couch. We can move it to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
It's so worth it though.
Ian
Okay.
and I almost broke our backs carrying a table. Like
Break
We
y'all
did.
back.
It was bad. There's this like
So- 'Cause
I
giant
wasn't there.
table at the entrance of the building, the student building here at the church, and Aiden and I are like, "Oh, this would be dope for a desk while we're recording." So we like lugged this joint all the way into like the worship center, and it was bad, real bad. There was a few points where Aiden and I looked at each
we
other.
probably
And we're like,
stopped.
"What have we done?"
It's probably stopped like 4 times on the way.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
There's
It was
nothing
really
worse
rough.
than like when you're helping your dad move furniture and you grip it wrong and you just gotta hold on for dear life because if you put it down, he's gonna flip.
you doing?
No, yeah.
It's not even that heavy.
I know.
Pick it up.
I'm carrying
right
most
here,
of the
on
weight.
the ledge.
I'm on the bottom. I've got all the weight.
True. No, but it's terrible. My like fingertips have to hold the couch up.
Yeah,
It's
been
awful.
there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so next question for y'all.
Okay.
This is another like just totally random question. How often do you guys do laundry? Because for me, like when I do laundry,
I'm terrible about doing my
this
laundry.
is like
Multiple
I'm
times
running
a
out
week.
of underwear and socks type of deal. Like I have 2 stages. There'll be like I'm being super productive. I'm doing laundry twice a week, but then there's the usual, which is like, shoot, I'm out of underwear. I need to wash.
What are you talking about? Right side up, inside out,
No.
inside out, backwards.
Ew.
That is not endorsed by this podcast.
It is.
I
Do
am
not
totally,
do that.
I am
I'll say
totally
I'm like a
joking.
once-
all the
week
all the
washer
hate comments
usually.
in the Gmail is like, Aiden, wear your underwear and wash.
But I led worship at a bunch of us led worship actually
no.
at a kids camp. It's-
But Aiden, I think what did you do? Because I know you forgot your towel on that trip. So what was your solution?
okay, so we're
This
at
is not at all what
we're
we're
at,
talking
we're
about.
at this camp. We're at this camp. By the way, I do laundry about twice a week, so that answers that question.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I'm
So,
terrible about doing
We're
mine,
at this
so.
camp, and we get done with like the first day or whatever, and I was like, I need to take a shower. You know, I love showers. One of the other cabin leaders in my cabin, Mr. John, was like, "Man, this is camp. I don't take showers at camp. What are you guys doing?"
I don't believe in that. I don't
And I
believe
was
in
like,
that.
dude,
That is
Literally,
Mr. John.
yeah,
I
100%.
am
That's
taking a shower. So
So
I
many retreats.
grab my clothes, I grab my like toiletry bag, whatever, go in the shower, and I started the shower, and I went, "Oh no, I forgot a towel."
Oh no.
So,
Like you forgot to take one to the bathroom.
oh, I
or
did not
you
bring it.
You didn't
period.
pack it.
Oh,
Okay.
I did not
Yeah,
pack it
okay,
at
okay.
all. So what I did, I had a pair of jeans, and used the jeans.
To dry off.
Yeah,
You
Hey,
chose
there's no
denim.
hate.
You chose
Yeah.
denim.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
That's
I
what
would
I
have
had.
chosen like a cotton shirt.
Well, I don't. I didn't have like
He only had denim
many
shirts.
cotton shirts.
I mean, we are worship
No.
leaders after all.
Okay, true.
No, yeah, use the denim shirt, hung it up like during the day to get it to dry.
There you go.
Then to get it to dry off, and then put it in the bag when I was done,
my
and I took it
gosh.
home.
The ingenuity, though.
No,
I mean,
yeah,
I applaud that.
The kids in the cabin, they're like, Aiden, man, what? I came out of the shower and like told them like what just happened. And they're all laughing at me.
I
Of
love
course,
that you told your cabin that,
dude.
like,
We were tight, man. And they were like, I was wondering whose jeans those were, and I was like, that's me, man.
oh my gosh,
But yeah.
wow.
So all that to say, I do laundry about twice a week.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm really bad. Really bad. I
Yeah, me
mean,
too.
ask my mother. It's so bad.
My mom has to push me to it.
Do y'all procrastinate though about putting the laundry up once you've done it?
Oh,
yes.
dude,
I'm
that's
so-
the
Oh my
most
gosh,
relatable
that's what
thing
she
I've
gets
heard
mad about.
all
is
day.
I wait so long to do my laundry, and then when I do it, it takes me like 5 days to
Oh,
do it.
Yes.
Yes, there's like stages. Like I
Yeah.
will just for the first 3 days, it's pulling stuff out of the basket,
Yeah.
and
yes.
then there's the like these shirts are so wrinkled. I've got to do something with
Yeah.
them.
You
Like
kind of
it's-
like need to wash it again because it's so wrinkled.
I just iron it, but
I know, but
yeah.
no. So I'm on like the. Oh wait, Tempe, you didn't really finish what you were saying. Did
Oh, yeah.
you're just bad?
Yeah,
You're
I'm just bad. I'm just bad.
Gotcha. I'm like the complete opposite. I like do laundry way too much to where my mom gets mad at me about how much laundry I do. And
That's
the
a first.
The reason
This
I do so
kid.
much laundry is because I have a school uniform and I have to, like it gets dirty throughout the day. So and I only have
Ew.
like 2 of them. So I end up doing laundry a lot throughout the week.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm not like doing huge sums of laundry,
Sure,
but I
sure.
like just do laundry a lot.
That's fair.
Okay.
And I never put it away. And so that's what my mom gets mad about. She's like, you have so much laundry. It's always running and you never put it away. I'm
Yeah.
like, I know, Mom. I love my mom.
I just like
but-
leave mine in the laundry room, and Mom's like, "You have clothes on your floor. You have clothes in the laundry room.
Yes.
Like, come on, Debbie."
Grant, speaking of your school uniform,
Oh,
I
Lord.
wanted to ask,
Okay.
what is that like? Like,
Oh,
I
man.
can't even imagine having to wear a
Okay,
uniform
no,
every
but
day.
it's actually so nice because you don't have to pick out anything.
That's
Like
true.
it's nice
That
because
would
you can
stress
just
me
you can just walk in and be like, look at these
So,
khakis.
There's some pros and cons. There's some pros and cons. I feel like the stressful aspect of like putting on clothes and like picking out stuff is like
would be
kind of
nice.
eliminated. Mostly like so
but
my
the
year.
creative part too is gone. 'cause, like, I
Yeah,
like-
that is true. The creative part is gone. Except we do have one day a month, and this sounds like oh my gosh, but one day a month where we get to wear whatever we want, within reason. It's called our Jean Day. So we'll
Did
like,
you have to pay for it? Because
No.
at my private school, it was like T-shirt Friday,
grade.
and we had to pay $5 to wear a T-shirt.
No,
That
it's
is
not, it's
cruel.
not like that.
Halls. Okay, so Halls, Knox County Schools has a policy against wearing hats, and I think it's just so like
Wait,
they.
what?
Yeah, I think it's just so like if you get caught doing something on the security cameras, if you had a hat on or a hood on,
Oh,
they can't
gotcha.
see you.
So you
but
can't wear
in-
hats to school.
No. Well, I mean, people do, but like you're not supposed to. So in
What?
middle school, there would be a day like once a semester where you could pay $2 to wear a hat.
They're-
And it was
They're playing.
ridiculous.
They're
I was
scheming.
like, this
They
is
kept
a
telling us
policy.
it's like some
and you're going
fundraiser.
to tell me that
Protesting
I
that
paid
so hard.
$2.
Like I would be out in front of school, and I don't even like wearing hats that much. But like that's ridiculous,
Yeah.
though. That's so wow. I have no words. It's just I'm so grateful I don't go to public school. No shade to any public schoolers, Aiden. I love you. But yeah, dang,
yes.
Yeah.
that's
So
rough. That's real rough.
the uniform thing in general, it's not that bad. I get to pick out what color tie I wear and
Oh.
stuff like that. One benefit is I actually do know really well how to tie a tie. That has been
Oh.
I
helpful.
don't know how to do that.
I can
I've
tie a
been
tie in
getting
my
better.
sleep. I'm really good. I'm cracked at tying a tie.
I'm
cracked.
bad.
I can't tie a bow tie, but I can tie a tie. Yeah, I'm ready to be in college and be able to pick out whatever I want though, and I do feel like I kind of learned like
Number one
later in
reason
high
I'm going
school.
to college.
That's why he wants to go to college.
that is a legit thing that excites me. That says a lot about me. I know.
Grant, what are you most excited about going to college for?
I want to pick out my own clothes.
I don't have to wear a tie every day.
Yeah, that's
Well, you
true.
do if you're in a frat.
Not every day.
Not every day, but you gotta wear. You
I
gotta
might
wear a
I might
tie.
do bucks. We'll see. Anyway, so yeah, that answers your question.
It definitely did. So I've got a couple of hot topics, like I said earlier, that are gonna be near and dear to Tempe's heart.
Let's go.
I'm so scared.
Can
I'm
we make this like a
genuinely-
series? Like we have to want some of these for every guest.
Yes.
Genuinely
for sure.
terrified. I feel targeted.
So
You are.
I'm gonna start off with the Joshua versus Olivia.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I
Start
know.
off
Here
at
we go.
60 miles.
Wait,
an
wait,
hour.
Okay.
There
let's
we go.
start with Tempe's opinion and go from
Okay.
there.
Yes.
Here's my thing. Olivia.
Rodrigo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
clarification.
Yeah. Sorry. Olivia Rodrigo. She is so talented. So talented. Pick a different person to write about is kind of how I'm feeling.
Sure.
But Joshua, I love him. I think he's such a sweetie. But he's also not in the clear because he's also only writing about her.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
it's kind of a problem.
I mean, he's probably writing about Sabrina, but it just feels like there's too much back and forth. Yeah. I don't know if that answered your question.
Man.
So your team Josh though. Your team
Yeah.
Joshua Bassett.
I definitely am.
Okay.
See, this reminds me of. I'm not as big of a fan of Josh and
And Taylor?
Taylor. That giving you a sneak. Yeah, talk about Dear John. Not as big of a fan as Josh and Olivia as I am John Mayer. I love John
Oh
Mayer.
God.
So this reminds me of the whole
Doesn't
fiasco.
relate at all.
Reminds me
yeah,
of the whole
yeah, yeah,
fiasco of Taylor writing Dear John and then John saying that it was about her and then she was like, "How dare you?" And then John wrote Paper Doll and
Yeah.
then she said that it was about him and he was like, "How dare you?"
yeah. No, true.
So yeah, it reminds me of that.
That's funny.
It's just, it feels like a lot of back and forth to do in public.
Why do you
Yeah.
take Josh's side though? That would be my question.
Because he's cute.
Oh, he's precious. He's in
Grant dropped the bomb.
Call him
Oh
out.
yeah. He is a cutie.
I knew it was coming.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I think I just like his music better. Genuinely.
fair.
That,
Really?
I've
That's interesting.
never heard that take.
I'm
before.
Yeah.
Really?
I love Olivia's music.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian.
I like Olivia's
Ian, what's your
music.
opinion?
Olivia.
Oh, Olivia.
Okay.
He's Olivia.
100%.
100%.
Come on
Dude,
now.
I'll take Olivia on that. I'll tell you what right now.
Okay.
I
so,
just love. I've also listened to Joshua Bassett since like Common Sense, like since his like first
That's
single,
Really.
and so I'm just kind of like, I love his music.
See, mine was a conversion though, because like when Driver's License came out,
See,
Hated
overplayed.
hated
I was in
no,
the top
even before it was overplayed.
1%, the
Like-
first 1% of listeners for that song.
Wow, that's impressive.
I believe that.
Dude, I detested that song. Could not stand her music. And then she dropped "Good for
I
You."
think she's
and I
so
was like-
talented. I
No.
think
I
she's
was
so
like,
super
oh, yeah.
talented.
and then "Deja Vu" and like
Deja Vu.
whew, man, so good.
I'm like in the opposite boat. So I had like just broken up when she dropped Driver's License. So like that song hit so hard for me. Like I cannot even. I wouldn't listen to it because like it hit too hard. No, it was like salt in the wound. Like you're laughing right at me. No, it was that. I love
That was
Olivia.
a Taylor Swift lyric.
That
you
was a
just
Taylor
said.
Swift lyric.
Okay, yeah.
Y'all are gonna get to know me so well. Y'all aren't even ready. No, I think Olivia makes better music overall. I think she's a better songwriter. I think I sympathize with Joshua Bassett a lot.
Did you listen to his EP?
Yes,
Okay.
I've listened to all of his music
Okay,
and all
okay.
of Olivia's
Okay, good,
music.
good,
So
good.
I'm versed in the
Have
whole.
y'all, Aiden and Ian?
Yes.
And
Okay.
I've seen the first
Okay.
season of High School Musical, the series.
I watched
Second?
both
So
seasons.
no, I haven't seen the second. I just watched the first one, and then I
watched
kind of
the
got
first.
The
two
first is
episodes and
better,
Turned
but-
it off.
no. It's
I
Was not.
was upset at first when I heard it was coming out.
not like terrible,
Well, because just I am such a massive fan of High School Musical.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I was so upset. I was like, it's a remake. This is stupid. But I liked how it wasn't a remake. Like,
Sure.
they incorporated the high school, they incorporated High School Musical, but I feel like they did it in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it like right when it came out, and this
Yeah.
was, of course, before Olivia Rodrigo was Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
this is why I was in the top like first 1% of her listeners for Driver's License is because
Gotcha.
I heard her voice and I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's,
she's
super talented.
amazing.
Crazy.
So yeah,
no. I'm.
but yeah, first season of that show was way better than the second, in my opinion.
yeah.
I agree.
100%.
Second
I mean, from what
season
I've
was
heard,
kinda-
that first season's better. is
I'm
what I've
excited for
heard.
the third season, though. I'm interested to see what they do with
Oh, is there for
So-
sure? Third
Yeah,
season?
they're filming
So,
right now.
Olivia is actually stepping back from the show.
I
she's,
know.
She's becoming just supporting character. She I don't think Joshua is stepping back, but I do think that
kinda makes me
Olivia
sad.
is.
I know, and I'm like, why
But
did we
it kind
affect?
of makes sense with her career right now, because she's about to
They've
tour
both
Sour.
but is it her
but, like,
career or is it she
Joshua.
doesn't want to work with Joshua?
I think it might be a bit of both.
It's
but I
definitely-
think if Sour hadn't taken off, she'd still be on the
True.
show.
Is she
more.
going on tour?
But Sour
Yeah.
exploded.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, it's like as Aiden
More
was
so
saying,
than
like
anything Joshua's
I want
done.
her like all of her albums to be like sweet, salty.
I'm on board.
Tangy.
Tangy.
Yeah, like
Like all the
Like the
adjectives
first
they
one- the
use in
first one is
McDonald's
sour.
sauce packets.
the first one's sour, next one's sweet,
Sweet.
third one's salty.
Okay. Sorry.
Savory.
If she, I will say this: if Olivia puts out another like depressing breakup album,
Yeah, I need like
then-
it's all
then I'm gonna
sad.
be done because like you gotta have some versatility here.
I want an Olivia live album.
I'd be
Yeah.
down for that.
No, that'd
Oh,
be
we
sick.
might get that. She's releasing her documentary here on the the 25th.
Maybe.
No, she is. She
Plug
she
it,
has
man.
a she.
Plug it.
Yo, I'm like well versed. No.
Yeah, wow.
She's
That is
coming out with like
well-versed
a
in pop
documentary
culture.
on how she made Sour on Disney Plus
Oh, okay,
here
cool.
soon. So she
Maybe I'll
might-
like it better.
Yeah, I
after
don't
that.
know.
As,
Maybe.
as a
Yeah.
music producer, I'm so excited.
Yeah,
about
I
this.
am.
it's gonna be
I
cool.
love Dan Nigro's stuff that he did,
Yes.
and the production on Sour is
Oh,
insane.
it's wonderful.
It's really good.
It's like pretty simple, but like just the choices that they made with that album is insane. All that being said, I think his music that's about Olivia was kind of provoked by Sour. I think that he wrote some stuff.
I think
like
the
especially
three,
Crisis.
the Crisis, Secret, and Set Me Free
yeah.
were totally about
think-
Olivia.
I mean,
Oh,
even,
Secret's so good.
even in Crisis, he talks about his label like pushing him not to waste a crisis, right?
Yeah.
And I think part of the reason he released that music is because his label was pushing him. Like I'm sure that was a conversation.
Maybe, or it was almost kind of a freeing thing for him to do.
Maybe.
I mean,
I
feel
would
for
agree with
him,
that, too.
But like her, really, it comes down to the music.
Oh
more
yeah,
than anything.
Olivia's
I loved
right.
when
I'm
in
ultimately
Secret-
team Olivia, but what were you
Yeah.
saying?
I loved when in Secret, Joshua was like, "Good for you, fooling everyone." I was like,
Oh yeah, that was
okay.
It's like in Paper Doll where you're 22 girls on one. It's, like, it's just the same thing.
Do you think that Josh released, his stuff after Sour because he was like, or maybe his label was like, dude, this is popular. You got to jump on this train right here.
I
yeah,
think
you gotta
ride- you gotta
ride the
coattails
wave.
of this.
even if they didn't tell him that specifically, I'm sure that's a conversation that
definitely
happened.
prompted that.
Yeah.
Because Sour is the biggest album in the world. Like it was
It
at
was
least last year, and
huge.
it's still huge.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
She's about to win a ton of Grammys.
I know. Man, she's so cool.
So
Facts.
our next question.
Oh, here we go.
This is a
God.
fun
I saved the best one for
I'm
last.
peeing my pants.
one. Just get Tempe's opinion on the matter before you drop the question. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
no,
I
no,
got
just
you.
ask.
No. So Tempe, can you tell us how you feel about Harry Styles?
Okay. 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 I love him.
She loves him. So
Yeah.
much.
If you know me,
Like at all. Even if you
at
met
all.
her for like
If you
5
just
seconds.
followed me
If
on
you have seen her
Instagram.
Converse,
Oh, true. I made custom Converse Harry inspired.
that says
Yeah,
a lot.
she did. They're pretty sick.
They're dope
they are
though.
sick.
They're
They're
dope.
super cool.
Yeah. Oh, I love him. Okay. Here's the thing. It's also kind of a Joshua Bassett situation. I watched them on X Factor. Like I watched One Direction on X Factor. So I have been supporting them when they were 16-year-old British little pop stars in a boy band. And now I've just seen them all like do their solo stuff. And oh, Harry's just I can't even describe it. I literally I have lost all vocabulary of words, but he's amazing, and he's so cool and so talented.
Yeah.
I think he's really talented. A lot of people will disagree with me on
very
that
talented.
Yeah, no, he's talented.
one.
for
I think he's really talented. I think he's I don't know. He's like his fine line. You can really see it in fine line how he really dabbles in like all genres
Yes.
of music, which I think is so cool. Like he does rock, he does country, like pop, everything.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think he's
psychedelic.
yeah. Oh, true. He's so musically intelligent too, with just like previous bands, like current. Like I don't know. He's He's a cool person. I just think
He
he's.
wears dresses, guys. I mean, come on.
Oh yes, he
Come on.
does.
Okay. Are you ready to ask your question?
Yeah, is that your question?
The
Or are you
suspense
like?
has
No.
been built.
Well, so I have one other question before
Okay.
I get to this last
Okay.
question.
Anyways, I just love him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She loves him so much.
Wait, can I tell my concert story?
Can you tell that at the end? You
Yeah.
think?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's tell that
True.
at the end.
True.
Okay.
Sorry.
So here's the question: Harry Styles solo music or One Direction's music, which is better?
That is a loaded question.
Ian.
Definitely Harry's. I'm definitely.
no.
I agree.
I would say Harry's.
Solo music.
Oh no.
Me too.
Oh no.
This isn't
Oh,
even the
no,
bad
no,
question
no.
yet. This
No.
Wait, what?
No, there's another
Okay.
question.
I think solo.
Yeah.
One Direction's so good. They're so good.
They have like a lot of bops, and you know.
You know, for some reason, the writing of this podcast, which took all of 5 minutes, I think was awesome. Because this is great.
This is fantastic.
I think solo.
Yeah.
And are you about to ask me which album?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
I was
No.
like, because I don't know if I could
No.
pick.
That's
No,
weak.
I would,
Yeah, weak.
No, that is weak.
I just don't know if I could pick.
That's
Do
fair.
y'all have a preference?
On album?
Yeah.
I'm Fine Line all the way.
Yeah, I like fun.
I love self-titled. Fine Line I think is a more cohesive album.
Thank
Yeah.
you for saying self-titled. That was incredible.
I don't know. I go back and forth on
Yeah.
it. I go back and forth. I think Fine Line is like definitely you see some musical growth and like it's a phenomenal like pop album, but there's a couple tracks like specifically on his self-titled album that are bangers that I absolutely love.
Only Angel,
Oh,
Kiwi.
yeah. Kiwi. So good.
Okay, Grant. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
not singing that
Okay, I was just
song.
curious. I was
We're
just
going to
curious.
get copyright takedown.
Yeah. True.
We have to beep that out.
I was just curious.
Oh, can
Yeah,
I
my
can I
signature's
explain one of
garbage.
my? We can get right back to this question, but I really want to explain a pet peeve. Can I explain a
Yes,
pet peeve?
Yes.
please.
Okay. You two have probably done this in your musical career. So when I say this, don't
I
get
love
mad
how
at
we
me.
say musical careers.
But you know
Escapades.
when somebody uploads a cover song or somebody makes a music or like a video and puts somebody else's song in their video
Yeah.
and they say I don't own the rights to any of this music.
Yeah.
Yep.
That doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's still their music and you still aren't allowed to make money off of it, you know. Anyways, that's one of my pet peeves.
No, I
The
I
question.
get that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right, so
Uh-oh,
here
here we go.
Here's the question.
Shaking in my boots.
Let's
that
go.
we have shaped
Shaking
this
in your
whole
vans.
that we've shaped this whole podcast around right here, and
Yeah.
it is Harry Styles overrated?
Oh, absolutely not.
Ian,
Okay,
we're
wait,
gonna,
wait.
we're gonna,
What's your reasoning behind that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know Aiden has a lot of thoughts on this. So.
not that many, only a couple.
Okay.
I
Oh,
think
I lied.
that there's. See, I think he's rated everything he needs to be rated. Because.
Do you think he's underrated?
Ooh.
Oh.
That's a good question.
I would say
That is a
no.
good
I don't think you
question.
can
I don't
sell
think
out.
he's-
I don't think you
he's
can sell
underrated.
out Madison Square Garden and call him
No,
underrated.
I agree.
I
but
think
I know how
that
much
he's
Tempe loves him.
underrated by the boys.
That's a fair point.
that's
okay.
fair.
That's legit.
Because obviously us ladies love him.
Really?
For some
Yeah, I
unknown
think he's
reason.
underrated by the boys.
wonder why.
But he's like converting. No, not convert. I do not want to use that word. He's like guys are starting to like really like I think like I see
fan.
more right.
I like
I
him.
see more
Yeah,
and more
I like
things
Harry.
like less hate is what I'm trying to say because I
sure.
feel like
Gotcha.
I feel like there was a lot of hate around him
Oh, definitely.
and
I mean, I still think the wearing the dresses is stupid, but he's getting paid a crap ton of money, so I can't really say I blame him
yeah.
for doing it.
I don't
would-
think it's
I would
stupid.
tweet a picture of me in a dress if I got paid as much as
I
he
mean-
I mean,
did.
hey, honestly, I don't have a problem with it. you
Yeah,
know.
no, it's
I mean,
We're-
I
yeah,
hated-
yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Respect.
didn't like how everyone was like, he's not a man. When Bradley Cooper, wait, is that his name?
Bradley Cooper?
Yeah.
Guy at Star is Born?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shallow?
Shallow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me
Dated
something,
Jennifer
girl.
Aniston and
No, that's Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
There you go.
Brad Pitt. He wore multiple dresses on the cover of I think it was Cosmopolitan, but he wore multiple dresses. Don't quote me on that on the magazine it was for, but he wore multiple dresses and was like on the cover for it and like and
I got
like
you.
yeah, fact check me right now, but wore multiple dresses on the cover and like
No one said
still
anything.
still
Yeah.
considered a really a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like that's just what I didn't really personally love because it was like it was for Vogue, which is like the #1 fashion magazine.
Yeah.
To it wasn't like it wasn't. I mean, he was.
These are way worse than.
That's what I'm
Harry
saying.
ever
Wait,
wore.
I want to see.
I mean, not that I'm saying that that's worse,
No,
but
they're
like
so bad. Like
that's what I'm like.
these are terrible. Like I don't even have words.
Viewer
I'm
discretion
speechless.
advised?
Maybe.
This is only audio though.
Audio discretion advised?
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Don't look it up.
Painful.
Do
No,
not
but
Google
I'm
these.
just saying, like, he's not doing anything like I don't
That
know.
hasn't been
He
done
was just
before.
standing there in a field. Plus, he was wearing it with a blazer. Yeah. Like it, I just think the setting around it, it didn't need that reaction. Plus, he's the first man to ever be on the cover of Vogue, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, I'm gonna go on.
No,
I'll talk
no,
about it
this
for
is-
an hour.
We literally like planned this for you
No,
being here
yeah.
because we know you're
So-
a Harry
Yeah,
fanatic.
yeah.
As far as Harry Styles' music, so I like listening to cover songs a lot, and I mean one of the reasons is I
He's
make
so
them.
good at his covers. Wait.
No, I'm not talking about his cover.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought that's
actually-
where you were
She
going.
was
I've actually
Wait,
never.
can I talk
I've
about
actually,
that after this?
No, yeah, I've actually never heard his cover, so I'd like to hear them sometime.
Okay, yeah.
But I found this. I had like always put Harry Styles in a box, not
Yeah.
really liked his music. But this cover by a bunch of session musicians on YouTube, it was Falling, and it was magical.
Yeah.
The
My
cover
chair is
was
so squeaky. I'm so sorry.
magical. It was awesome. So I listened to it, and it was great. So then I was like, oh man, I got to listen to the song. And the song, actually by Harry Styles, was excellent.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
the sad thing is, I just didn't think it was as good as the cover, which is depressing.
Yeah.
But
Do you
like,
think
still,
you went in backwards too? Like, do you think you should have heard the song first and then heard the cover?
maybe I should have, but yeah,
Could it have been just because it was multiple people singing it? Like the harmonies could have
Yeah.
been nice to hear.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like to your musical engineering brain,
Yeah.
it probably was
Yeah.
nice.
It probably
Analyzing
did
this.
cater a bit more to you.
Yeah, yeah.
There's nothing against that. Like,
No,
I-
yeah,
I
that's,
still
not
hear
at
it.
all.
definitely
Yeah.
a
And I'm
valid
not-
point.
I'm not like you must listen to Harry Styles. He's the greatest artist of all time. No, but I think he is like I think he should be very well respected. I mean, he's won the MSG Golden Ticket, and that artists who have won that is like Fleetwood Mac,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Like the biggest. of
He
all time,
sold out 5
definitely.
MSG shows in one tour.
which is insane.
Like, that's
for those
really
of you
cool.
who don't know that, like that
That's
is
crazy.
actually
It's
insane.
crazy.
Yeah,
So I think he's. I mean, he is a. I would say he is a pop icon, or he is
Yeah.
He's on that road.
yeah.
I mean,
he's on the road.
he's
for
an
sure.
incredible performer. I think he's a great performer.
I
Someone
think-
get him a wireless mic though.
Good.
Phineas
What's
had a
his
tweet
deal?
about that one time. That was funny.
It's so dumb.
I would venture to say he is of like his age range, which is what kind of mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
he is the best male pop star, and I'm saying like
old is he?
over
He's 28.
over Shawn Mendes, over
28.
over
over Ed
hold up.
Sheeran. Yes.
No,
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
no.
He's
Stop.
above
I will
Sean.
throw
Yeah.
hands.
Hey,
Sean can
hey,
sing circles around Harry.
No,
any day of the
no,
week.
no.
We got
I
him.
think Sean can sing
got
great.
him.
No,
We got
no.
him.
Ed Sheeran is also better, but Sean, I
Nah.
can say Harry's better than I won't argue there, but dude, no.
No, okay, but I'm not just going off
Sean-
vocals.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
just.
Sean
I'm going
can
as
sing
like
circles around
pop
Harry.
persona. Like as a pop icon, I think Harry is bigger than Sean
as
and
an
Ed.
icon, I don't know about.
I mean, when you
bigger.
think
He's-
of
I like his
I think
his
he will be
personality,
bigger.
Everything is like really cool, so he's got that. But as a musician, Sean is superior.
Oh, I think
I
as a
think-
musician, Sean is superior. I think as an overall pop icon,
I can okay.
See,
That's
I
I,
just
I
do
think-
not
I agree
agree
with that.
I think
agree
that
with
Harry is bigger.
I
and
agree.
I like Harry's music
No,
better,
that's
but
fair.
that's just personal
I
preference.
like Sean's.
I
better, in case you
agree
can't tell by that
with
reaction.
the-
Yeah.
I agree with the pop icon thing, but I will say this: I feel like I would much rather be sitting at a taco place eating tacos with Shawn Mendes than I would Harry Styles.
Oh,
Just I feel like
chance.
I feel like we'd be able to
Harry's
like
so
vibe a
cool.
lot
I
more.
would too.
I would definitely
just
vibe
like
with
just from
Harry
what I've
Styles.
seen. I'm a big John Mayer fan, as I already said.
Right.
Once again, so
Who's John Mayer?
Shut up. Mayer and Sean are friends, so I've watched a ton of their interviews, and I watched a lot of Sean's like own interviews, and he just seems like a really cool guy to me.
Yeah.
Have you watched Harry's interviews?
Not as many.
Harry's really funny. I think
Harry's
Harry's
hilarious.
great.
His Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts.
With Kendall Jenner.
Kendall Jenner.
Oh, that is so
funny.
funny.
Best videos.
I've
So
seen that.
funny.
Good.
When you think of like Bowie and Freddie Mercury and Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harry falls more into that category.
He's like definitely on his way there.
But there were people who were more talented than them, even though
I'm
they were bigger
disagree.
icons. Harry is a bigger icon, but Sean is definitely more talented.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from a music, like, sure, Harry's never gonna live up to Freddie Mercury. I mean, or someone like that.
I mean, those
but
are
like,
definitely.
But kind of has like
being
out
on
of the box, like
being on a
how
peer
he is.
level.
I mean, with his performance, with what he wears, with what
Right.
he
Yeah,
that's
does.
what I'm
and
saying.
well, we
As
haven't
an
even talked
icon,
about his
for sure.
movies yet. Like he's
my
he's
God.
deep
Yeah,
into
100%.
And okay, so here's a little thing about Harry too. This is something I have mad respect for. He went in and auditioned just kind of like no one knowing who he was for a Christopher Nolan movie. And if you
Right.
don't know who Christopher Nolan is, he's one of the most popular directors of the last 20 years.
Right.
Yep.
And Christopher Nolan didn't know who Harry Styles was, and based off Harry Styles' audition alone, he chose him for Dunkirk, and
Which he did a really good job.
sucked.
Yeah,
No, but Harry's
Dunkirk is a great movie,
Dunkirk's
and
a
Harry
good
was
movie.
phenomenal
No,
in
it's so
Dunkirk.
Thank you.
He will be
It's
great
so
in
bad.
the Olivia
Don't Worry,
Wilde movie,
Darling.
Don't Worry, Darling.
That I'm
Which is a
excited about.
psychological thriller,
Eternals-
and everyone should go see it.
Yeah, I will go.
Simply-
We cannot promote Don't Worry,
I would
Darling.
definitely. Well, I mean,
Oh,
it
yeah,
doesn't
true.
Viewer
matter.
discretion advised on that
True.
one. It's not out yet, so I can't
It's
really
not.
speak for it. But you know, he's now going to be in Marvel. He's Eros
gonna
or
be-
whatever his name is.
that's gonna be sick.
Eros?
in Eternal. Yeah, Eros.
Thanos' brother?
Thanos'
We
brother.
went to see
He's
that
not
movie
purple.
just so Tempe could see that.
I literally
I
only went
posted-
to the movie to see
I
Harry.
posted about it on my
brought us
Instagram, and
up.
no joke, Tempe texted me and she DM'd me on Instagram. Was like, "Hey, how was the movie?" And I was like, Harry's in it."
Yeah.
And she was like, "I know."
Can we just talk for just a quick rabbit trail off the rabbit trail, like off the rabbit trail?
Right. True.
Yes.
Can
Yes.
we just? Has everybody seen Eternals?
No.
Okay.
Wait,
Yes.
what's that movie about?
Okay.
Nothing.
This is going to be a running
That's
theme.
the thing. It's literally about nothing.
It's so bad. It's not only the worst Marvel movie ever. It's one of the worst movies ever.
I think no.
It's
Whoa.
Is it that-
horrible.
I don't
Whoa.
know.
Is it that-
I don't-
No, do not hate on Chloe Zhao, who directed that movie.
It's so bad.
Do not.
I think
It's so bad.
I started watching that movie and I just gave up.
Yeah, yeah.
I let the
if I hadn't
so I don't
spent
remember.
only
on a
went to
ticket,
see
I
Harry
would
in
have.
it.
Yeah.
I will admit it was a bottom tier Marvel movie. I think it's better than Thor: The Dark World.
No.
Or yeah,
What?
Yeah, Thor: The Dark World.
No,
not
I
that good of a
disagree.
movie.
I
You
disagree.
No.
tripping on something?
Okay,
No.
but Captain Marvel.
Captain
is the worst
Marvel,
movie.
mid. I think
was
I think
not as good
Eternals.
as that even.
Eternals
That's like
has a bit.
Marvel,
Captain
really?
Marvel's terrible.
Eternals has a bit too much hate. I think
No.
that. Yeah, it does.
No, it does not. It was so bad.
It wasn't that good.
It was so,
So
bad.
you have to understand what Marvel was trying to do. They were trying to do a Best Picture run, and they were trying to do like the whole practical effects thing. It didn't work because they kept using CGI, and they had like this huge stacked cast with a lot of diversity, but the movie didn't gain critical traction, so they didn't get a Best Picture run.
Okay.
And now their Best Picture run is Spider-Man: No Way Home, which didn't happen
Because
either.
here's why. It's because with Eternals, they put out like garbage show after garbage movie, like right after
No.
COVID. Black Widow.
Black
was
Widow
not
mid.
good.
I agree with that.
Eternals worst movie ever.
Wait, Black Widow is the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I liked it.
TV,
It was like fine. You know?
Okay.
TV shows, they had
TV
their
shows are
up
good.
and downs.
WandaVision,
Some of
10
them
out of
were
10.
Okay, some of them weren't great.
Go
WandaVision?
stream Moon Knight
No,
on March
now that I'm
30th.
excited about. But the thing is, they put like Spider-Man Far From
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
There you
Sorry.
go. You're
No
good.
Way Home. They had like a lot of time and like everything went into this, and it's a huge movie for the franchise. This
Yeah.
other
Plus
stuff
Tom
just
and
felt
Zendaya.
really
Ugh.
plus that
Eternals-
felt really quick to me,
Yeah.
and it was just like they were trying to get money.
Eternals was forced. No Way Home was not. I would
No Way
agree,
Home
agree
was
with that.
one of
Harry
best
was the
movies.
best
So good.
part of it.
Harry will make Eternals 2 or whatever they make
Harry
good.
was the best part of Eternals.
Yeah.
100%.
I like Gemma Chan as like the lead girl. I thought she was good. I think she
Yeah,
had. I
she's
think she had a bad
beautiful.
movie.
She's
beautiful.
stunning.
Okay, yeah, that was. Yeah, I think she was good. I think she deserved a better movie because she could have led an awesome movie. Like she deserved a movie like Shang-Chi because I think Shang-Chi was a great movie. I don't know. That's a conversation for later, I think. But anyway, Harry not overrated.
Yeah,
My
I
consensus.
don't know.
Watermelon sugar sucks.
To be so lonely
Aiden's
does
been
not.
itching to get that out.
Aiden's been sitting here
Aiden doesn't
waiting
like that
for a
song.
moment for
Not
that.
only from a lyrical standpoint, but also from a
musical
melodical
yeah.
writing and songwriting standpoint.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
go
but
into
you
that right
also
now,
have to
but-
think about like he's got to write songs that will be put on the radio. Like
The
they're
song,
not gonna.
the song accomplished what it was supposed to accomplish.
Yeah,
I mean,
facts.
that's
Yeah.
just,
like they're not
Absolutely
gonna put "Falling" or "To Be So Lonely"
Or
on the radio.
Cherry.
Yeah, like they're too sad.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even though those are the best songs on the album.
That's fair.
Fine line.
Cherry.
and Golden are my top 2
Golden's
of
really
that
good.
of the
Cherry to
album.
Be So Lonely.
Yeah.
Are those your top 2?
Yeah.
Okay, I think to finalize my opinion.
Fine line eyes.
Oh, wow.
That is a stretch.
Yo.
A little bit,
My jokes suck.
I think that
but we love them.
he's everything he needs to be.
Yeah.
And more.
Yeah.
There we go.
I
Thank
think
you,
by the
Tempe.
guys, I think only by the guys he's underrated because
would agree.
I think there's a stigma that comes with it when you're instantly like, oh, I listen to Harry Styles, and they're like, ugh, you listen to Harry Styles.
Sure. That's fair.
Like I get that reaction
Guys, so start listening to Harry Styles.
Let's
and
go.
like actually listen to him.
Yeah.
You know, don't
He doesn't make just
Get your
pop music. Like he makes a lot of different
because
types of music.
I with someone who was in my life. And I tried to get him to listen to One Direction, and it was the worst experience I've ever had in my life because I couldn't even play the songs without him being like, ugh, this is terrible. Ew, I hate that
We're
chord.
not name
I hate
dropping.
that. No.
We know who you
I
are,
hate
though.
that chord progression. Ugh.
Bruh.
That's terrible. Like, ugh. And I'm like, boy?
So, as a musician over the years, one of the best things that I've learned to do is even if like an artist that you just hate, that you think sucks, or a genre that you just can't stand, like listen
Yeah.
to it,
Yeah.
figure it out, because
Yep.
there's awesome things about every single style
Thank
of
you.
music.
Yes,
For sure.
100%.
Like
Yeah.
every
You
single
don't
style
have
of
to
music.
like it even as long as you can
No,
respect
if you just
Yeah.
respect it and give it a
That's the thing,
chance. Like,
for sure.
if you go in with the mindset that, oh, Harry's just this pop star that all these girls
Yeah.
love, and why do all the girls love him? He's so stupid. He was in a boy band. If you go in with that mindset, like,
Yeah.
you're
gonna hate
not
him.
gonna like his
For
music.
sure.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Wow.
Musicians branch out, explore new,
definitely.
Exactly.
you know, in anything. Like, you know, if you're a chef, cook some food you're allergic
If
to
you're
or
a-
something. I don't know.
And
I don't know.
No,
Aiden.
don't do that.
that is not promoted by our podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
Well, it's been a great episode.
Yeah.
Tempe, thanks for
Thanks
coming
for
along.
having
Tempe,
me.
thank you so much. You're the
We
best.
enjoyed having you. If y'all have any questions, you know where to find us.
Aiden, plugging that email, baby.
Yeah.
The interns after hours at gmail.com.
Also,
And-
just DM us.
Yeah,
DM us,
DM
man.
our
That's
Instagram
also
page,
super easy.
which
It's
the
way
Instagram
easier.
page should be called The Interns After Hours, correct?
We'll link it below.
The official, like, it'll be like official intern.
Sure.
That'll be the page.
Can I be the social media manager?
I
Yes.
mean,
Potentially.
Sure, why
You
not?
can have
okay.
access to the
Yeah,
account. It'll be fun.
absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Welcome to the team.
All right. Well,
We'll catch you guys next time.
Yep.
sir.
Thank you,
See y'all.
guys. Guys, thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. If you want to watch our last video or keep up with our latest podcast, click right up here. And if you want to subscribe to Off the Clock YouTube, click right down there. Hit the bell if you want to get any notifications, and we'll see you guys next time.